Hello. I was just thinking about living two lives, basically. And not in like the negative connotation of living a double life, although I don't know what that comes with, but more so like, and I'm sure it's quite a universal thing. Mine is like where I think this is more so just a coming of age thing where you leave home and you go elsewhere. I mean, that's not everyone's path, but like that's the path I led. And I left home, went to Cape Town, across the country, and made a whole new life for myself, which I'm very proud of and very happy with. But then I come home, and it's a whole different version of me that exists here. And it's like very weird because it's like a liminal thing. It's like, you know, there's me in Cape Town, which is known by so many different people, and then there's me here at home on a farm. You know, farm and city are already two polar opposites. And there's me here, and I'm known by so many different other kinds of people also. Similar people and then very different people. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just like I'm perceived so differently. And also, maybe it's just like like an element of Sonder. I think that's what it's called, where you like realize that everyone else has their own like unique existence. But it's also like the fact of like me, myself, and I, and how people perceive me. Some people only know me and still know me as like a 16-year-old or a 9-year-old or a 18-year-old. Like the update hasn't occurred. Like they haven't met me since then. And so many different versions of myself are living inside other people's minds. And then to add on to that, a whole different version of me is living here. And I don't know, it feels so weird. I don't even know if it's a bad thing. I don't think the version from Cape Town can ever live here, to be honest. And I've accepted that. I'm pretty sure I've accepted that. But I think it's just like it's a very peculiar thing. I don't know, I come home and I feel very weird. Not in a bad way. It's just like I am a very different person at home versus at university. Like I have to fill a very different role. And that's something that I've kind of made for myself over the years. Like it's no one else's fault other than my own. And I wouldn't even say it's a bad thing. I just know that I have to fill a different role when I come home. Yeah, and that's maybe the beauty of it. Say I need to escape the city hustle and bustle. I also escape like who I am there. And what blew my mind so much more recently, what was actually so hard to comprehend was like the fact that so many of my friends from university are never gonna like see the life I live here because it is so different. It's so different to university. And maybe I think that's a very beautiful thing. I think I enjoy the polar opposites of, you know, the city chaos and the quiet farm life. It comes with pros and cons, as does everything, but I think it was just so interesting to think that some people and some of my friends are never gonna know me for the version that I am when I am home. And other people will never know me, other people will never know the city me, you know? And that's okay, I guess. But yeah, I don't know, I just think like putting on so many different hats, putting on so many different personas when you are at home, when you are with your extended family, when you are at university, when you are with that friend group and this friend group, it's kind of exhausting. I don't know. I think it's not to say that any of them are fake. You just are a different person around different people. And that's something I've had to accept. You know, I thought like one of my personas was fake and the other wasn't. I mean, to be fair, one is more reserved and to some degree less myself, but it is still me. And I also find the beauty in that. Yeah, I don't think I can ever, the city me can never be here, exist here. I think you are very much defined by your environment, and that can be a blessing or a curse. But yeah, I was just really like, maybe the right word is struggling with the fact that I am a very different person when I'm home. And, you know, what can I do about that? I don't know. But I do think it is inevitable. You know, you are very much a product of your environment, and I will forever say that.